Chosen ones, this message has found you at the perfect time. It is no accident that you are here, listening to these words. This is a divine appointment, a call from the heavens, a moment that has been predestined for you. God is speaking, and you must listen, for what you are about to hear will change your life. You have felt the shift, haven't you? The world is not the same, and neither are you. Something inside you is awakening, stirring, calling you to rise. The signs have been all around you. The tests, the struggles, the moments of isolation, the repeated trials that made no sense. None of it was random. You have been undergoing spiritual preparation, refining, sharpening, molding into the warrior you were always meant to be. God has been strengthening you for what is coming. The final battle is near, and you, chosen one, have been chosen to stand at the front lines. This is not about fear, this is about power. Spiritual awakening is not just a phrase, it is an experience, an undeniable transformation that you have been feeling deep in your soul. Your eyes have been opened, your spirit has been ignited, and your heart is being pulled towards something greater. That is the calling of the chosen. You were never meant to fit in with the world because you were never of this world. You have been set apart, divinely appointed, given a purpose that few will ever understand. Many will reject this message, but you know the truth. Your spirit resonates with these words because it is already aligned with the divine. Your journey has been long, filled with moments of doubt and confusion. But deep down, you always knew there was something different about you. You were not made for an ordinary life. You were not made to walk the same path as everyone else. You were made for something greater, something higher, something divine. Look at the world around you. Can you not see the chaos unfolding, the darkness spreading, the deception increasing? The battle is already raging in the spiritual realm, and it is manifesting into the physical. The forces of darkness are working overtime because they know their time is short. They know that the chosen ones are waking up. They know that once you fully step into your power, their strongholds will crumble. That is why they attack you. That is why your journey has been so difficult, because they fear you. But now is not the time to waver. Now is not the time to shrink back. Now is the time to rise. God is calling you to prepare. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. You have been feeling the urgency in your spirit, and now you know why. The final preparations are underway. The training is nearly complete. The moment you were born for is approaching. Chosen ones, do not ignore this call. Do not dismiss these words. Take this message seriously, for it has been sent to you for a reason. You must be ready. You must be strong. You must walk in the power that has been placed inside of you. Let this be your sign, your confirmation, your divine awakening. The time is now. If this message resonates with your spirit, comment 777 below. Let the world know that you are awake, that you are chosen, that you are ready. Like this video, share it, spread the message, because others need to hear it too. The battle is upon us, and the chosen ones must rise. Let's begin. The final battle is not something that will be seen with physical eyes. It is not a war fought with swords, guns, or any weapons of this world. It is spiritual warfare at the highest level, an ancient battle between light and darkness, between truth and deception, between the forces of God and the forces of the enemy. And chosen ones, you are right in the center of it. This war has been raging since the beginning of time. It began in the heavens when Lucifer rebelled against God, and it has continued on earth ever since. The enemy's mission has never changed: to deceive, to destroy, and to separate as many souls from God as possible. But God also has a plan, a divine strategy, and you are a part of it. The chosen ones have been positioned as warriors, spiritual soldiers in this final stage of the battle. Look at the world around you. Darkness is spreading at an alarming rate. Deception is everywhere. People are turning away from truth, embracing lies, and losing their connection to God. The enemy is working overtime, manipulating minds, influencing the masses, and distorting reality. Many are blind to it, but you, chosen one, you see it clearly. You have the gift of discernment. You can feel the spiritual shifts, sense the energy changing, and recognize when something is not right. That is not by accident. That is your divine insight, a part of your preparation for this very moment. Spiritual awakening is not just about discovering who you are. It is about understanding the battle you were born into. The more you awaken, the more you will see the truth. The truth about this world, about yourself, and about the forces that operate behind the scenes. The enemy does not want you to wake up, because once you do, you become dangerous. That is why you have been attacked, why you have faced so many challenges, why your journey has been filled with trials. The moment you step into your divine power, you become a direct threat to the kingdom of darkness. The final battle is not just approaching, it has already begun. It is being fought in every nation, every city, every home. It is in the media, in the government, in the schools, in the entertainment industry. The enemy has infiltrated every aspect of society, spreading confusion, fear, and division. But the chosen ones are here to counteract that. You are here to bring light into the darkness, to expose the lies, to stand firm in truth when the rest of the world is falling into deception. This is why you cannot afford to be weak. You cannot afford to be distracted. You cannot afford to be spiritually asleep. The battle is intensifying, and only the strong will endure. You must build your spiritual strength, sharpen your discernment, and fortify your faith. The enemy will try to shake you, to make you doubt, to make you question your purpose, but you must stand firm. You must know who you are and whose you are. The chosen ones have always been targeted because they carry a divine mission. You are here to awaken others, to guide them back to truth, to remind them of who they are. You are not just fighting for yourself. You are fighting for those who are still lost, still trapped in the illusions of this world. Many are asleep, but you have been called to wake them up. That is why the enemy fears you. That is why you have been tested more than most. But that is also why God has been preparing you, training you, making sure that when the time comes, you are ready to stand in your full power. Chosen ones, the final battle is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for. You were not chosen to fail. You were not chosen to be weak. You were chosen because you have the strength, the courage, and the divine wisdom to endure. Everything you have gone through, every hardship, every betrayal, every moment of doubt, it was all part of your training. You were never meant to have an easy path because warriors are not built in comfort. They are built in battle. Now is the time to step fully into your role. Now is the time to embrace your calling without hesitation. The world is shifting. The spiritual realm is aligning, and the chosen ones must rise. The final moments of preparation are here, and soon everything will become clear. The war is already underway, and your role in it is more important than you can imagine. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let distractions weaken your spirit. Focus on God, strengthen your faith, and stand in your power. The time is now, chosen ones. The battle is here. Are you ready? Chosen ones, you have not gone through everything you have experienced for no reason. Every hardship, every test, every season of isolation, it was all preparation. God does not choose warriors without first refining them. You are not just waking up spiritually. You are being trained, molded, and strengthened for something greater. The final battle is near, and God has been preparing you in ways you may not have fully understood. Have you noticed that your life has never been like everyone else's? While others seem to walk an easy path, your road was filled with challenges. But those challenges were not punishments. They were lessons, divine training sessions designed to sharpen you into the warrior you were always meant to be. The process of being chosen is not easy because it requires you to be stronger than the rest. Let's break down the undeniable signs that God is preparing you for what is to come. One of the first and most significant signs is isolation. You may have found yourself feeling disconnected from the world, from certain people, from places that once felt familiar. This is because God has been pulling you away from distractions, cutting ties with those who are not meant to walk this path with you. You might have lost friends, relationships, and even family connections. It was painful, but it was necessary. When God is preparing you, He removes everything that no longer serves your divine purpose. Spiritual attacks have been increasing, haven't they? The closer you get to your purpose, the more the enemy tries to pull you away from it. Nightmares, sudden setbacks, unexpected betrayals, and strange occurrences that seem designed to break you down. These are not coincidences. They are strategic attacks meant to stop you before you fully step into your power. But what the enemy does not realize is that every attack only makes you stronger. Every battle refines you, sharpens you, and deepens your faith. Another undeniable sign is the constant cycle of transformation. Have you noticed that every time you think you've reached stability, something happens that forces you to change, to evolve, to grow even further? This is because God is not allowing you to become stagnant. He is continuously elevating you, pushing you to new levels of spiritual awareness and strength. The life of a chosen one is never about comfort. It is about growth, about constantly becoming more aligned with your divine mission. You may have also experienced an increase in your spiritual gifts. Your discernment is sharper. You see through lies and deception easily. Your intuition has become so strong that you can sense things before they happen. God has been fine-tuning your abilities because you will need them in the battle ahead. You may have noticed that you are receiving divine messages through dreams, through signs, through sudden revelations that seem to come out of nowhere. These are not accidents. God is communicating with you, guiding you, showing you what is to come. Your energy has changed, and as a result, you no longer resonate with the same environments or people. Certain places drain you now. Conversations that once entertained you now feel empty. This is because your spirit is shifting to a higher frequency, one that no longer aligns with the lower vibrations of the world. You are being separated, elevated, set apart. This is why people have been acting differently around you. Some are drawn to your light, while others seem to resent you without reason. That is the power of your presence. You carry something divine, something the world cannot ignore. Your patience has been tested in ways you never expected. Every delay, every moment where things felt like they were not moving forward, was part of the process. God does not rush preparation. He is making sure that when the time comes, you are fully ready. Impatience is a tool of the enemy, but endurance is the mark of the chosen. Every moment of waiting was a lesson in faith, in trust, in understanding divine timing. A deep sense of urgency has been growing inside you. You feel it, don't you? That inner knowing that something big is coming, that you need to be ready. It is not anxiety. It is divine awareness. The chosen ones are being activated, their spirits aligning with the next phase of their mission. This urgency is your confirmation. You are being prepared for something monumental, something that will shift everything. Perhaps you have noticed that God has been stripping away old habits, old mindsets, old versions of yourself. You no longer find joy in the things that once distracted you. Worldly pleasures feel empty now. You crave something deeper, something real. That is because you are being transformed. The things of this world no longer satisfy you because you were never meant to be tied to them. You are being prepared for something greater, something eternal. God has also been revealing hidden truths to you. You see the world differently now. The veil has been lifted. You recognize deception where others see nothing wrong. You are aware of the spiritual warfare happening behind the scenes. While others live in ignorance, you have been given the gift of sight. But with that gift comes responsibility. You are not shown these things just to observe them. You are shown them because you are meant to act, to prepare, to help awaken others. You have felt the calling to step into leadership, to speak up, to guide others who are still lost. This is not by accident. The chosen ones are not meant to be silent. You have a voice, and that voice carries power. Do not doubt your purpose. Do not question why you feel this pull towards something greater. That is God calling you into position. The time for hesitation is over. The time for preparation is now. Chosen ones, every sign has been leading you to this moment. Everything you have experienced, every struggle, every revelation, every transformation, it was all part of the plan. You were never meant for an ordinary life. You were meant to be a warrior, a leader, a guiding force in the final battle. The preparation is nearly complete, and soon everything will become clear. Stand strong. Trust the process. You are not alone in this. There are others like you, waking up, stepping into their power, preparing for what is to come. The time is now. The signs have been given. Will you answer the call? Chosen ones, if your life has been filled with relentless challenges, unexpected betrayals, deep suffering, and attacks that seem to come from nowhere, it is because you are a direct threat to the forces of darkness. You are not being attacked because you are weak. You are being attacked because you are powerful. The enemy does not waste time on those who are asleep. The moment you awaken to who you truly are, the battle intensifies. Spiritual warfare is not just an idea. It is a reality that you have been living through your entire life. Every setback, every moment of doubt, every painful experience has been an attempt by the enemy to break you before you reach your full potential. But what the enemy meant for harm, God has been using to strengthen you. Your battles have been your training. Every attack has been shaping you into the warrior you are meant to be. The reason chosen ones face the most attacks is simple. You carry the light of God within you, and darkness cannot stand that light. From the moment you were born, the enemy recognized your potential. He saw that you were not an ordinary soul, that you were set apart, that you had a divine mission. This is why your childhood may have been filled with struggles. Many chosen ones experience hardships from an early age. Broken families, loneliness, rejection, and emotional wounds that never seem to make sense. This was not coincidence. The enemy has been trying to weaken you from the start. Have you noticed that people often turn against you for no reason? That you face opposition even when you have done nothing wrong? This is spiritual warfare in action. The enemy works through people who are spiritually blind, using them as distractions, as obstacles, as agents of chaos to drain your energy. You may have been betrayed by those closest to you, friends who suddenly became enemies, family members who could never understand you. This is because your spirit irritates those who are not aligned with God's truth. They do not even realize why they feel this way toward you. It is the darkness within them reacting to the light within you. Spiritual attacks come in many forms. Sometimes it is through emotional distress, waves of anxiety, sudden fear, overwhelming sadness that seems to come out of nowhere. Other times, it manifests physically. Exhaustion, sickness, unexplained pains that doctors cannot diagnose. The enemy will use whatever method he can to break you. He wants to make you doubt yourself, to make you question your worth, to make you believe that you are alone. But you are not alone. Every attack is proof that you are on the right path. The closer you get to your purpose, the harder the enemy will fight to stop you. The most dangerous attack is deception. The enemy is a master of illusions, making you doubt what is real and what is not. He will send people into your life who appear to be allies but are really distractions. He will plant thoughts in your mind that make you question your faith, your mission, your connection to God. He will make the wrong path look appealing and the right path seem impossible. This is why discernment is so critical. You must always be spiritually alert, always questioning, always seeking divine confirmation. The enemy also attacks through exhaustion. Have you ever felt drained for no reason, as if something is constantly pulling your energy away? This is because you are under spiritual attack. The enemy wants to keep you weak, tired and distracted, so that you cannot step into your full power. This is why protecting your energy is so important. Be mindful of what you consume, who you surround yourself with, what thoughts you entertain. Every thought, every action, every choice is either strengthening you or weakening you in this war. One of the most intense forms of spiritual warfare is the battle for your mind. The enemy wants to control your thoughts, to make you believe lies about yourself. He wants you to believe that you are not good enough, that you are not chosen, that you are not capable. He will use memories of past failures, words from people who doubted you, moments of weakness to try and convince you that you are not who God says you are. But you must reject those lies. You must remember that you were created with divine purpose, that you are stronger than every attack, that nothing the enemy does can stop what God has planned for you. Prayer is your greatest weapon in this battle. It is not just a ritual, it is direct communication with the divine, a shield that protects you, a sword that cuts through the darkness. When you pray, you are activating spiritual forces that fight on your behalf. This is why the enemy tries so hard to keep you from praying. Through distractions, through doubt, through making you believe that your prayers do not matter. But they do. Every time you speak to God, every time you declare victory over your life, the enemy trembles. Fasting is another powerful weapon. It is not just about abstaining from food, it is about disconnecting from the world and aligning yourself fully with the Spirit. It weakens the flesh, but strengthens the soul, making you more sensitive to divine guidance. The more spiritually aligned you are, the harder it is for the enemy to deceive you. Scripture is also critical. The Word of God is a weapon, a tool of truth that cuts through every lie of the enemy. When you speak Scripture over your life, you are reinforcing divine authority, pushing back against every attack. This is why knowing the Word is essential. It gives you the knowledge and the power to stand firm, no matter what comes against you. Chosen ones, you are not just surviving spiritual warfare, you are being strengthened by it. Every attack you endure is making you wiser, stronger, more spiritually powerful. The enemy would not be fighting you this hard if you were not a threat. That alone should be your confirmation. Do not fear the battle. Embrace it. Use it to grow, to learn, to rise into the warrior you were meant to be. God has not brought you this far to let you fall. You are protected, you are guided, you are chosen. Stand firm, chosen one. The battle is real, but so is your power. And in the end, victory belongs to those who never give up. Chosen ones, you cannot walk into battle unprepared. You cannot step into your divine mission without discipline, without spiritual strength, without clear direction. The final battle is not just about recognizing that there is a war. It is about being equipped to fight and win. God has a strategy for you, a divine blueprint that will ensure you are ready. The enemy has his tactics, but God has already given you the weapons to overcome. You must use them. Your first and most powerful weapon is faith. Without it, you will fall before the battle even begins. Faith is not just believing that God exists. It is knowing, with unshakable certainty, that He is guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for victory. Faith is what keeps you standing when everything around you is collapsing. It is what allows you to walk through storms without fear. It is what makes you untouchable to the enemy. When your faith is strong, no attack can break you. Prayer is your direct connection to God. It is not just something you do when you need help. It is your daily conversation with the divine. The more you pray, the stronger your spirit becomes. Prayer aligns you with God's will, clears your mind of confusion, and keeps you protected. This is why the enemy tries to distract you, to keep you too busy, too tired, too discouraged to pray. Do not let him win. Pray with power, with intention, with the authority God has given you. Speak life into your situation, declare victory over your battles, and rebuke every attack that comes against you. Fasting is another essential part of God's strategy. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food. It is about disconnecting from the world and tuning in to the Spirit. It weakens the flesh, but strengthens the soul. When you fast, you heighten your discernment, increase your spiritual strength, and silence the distractions that keep you from hearing God clearly. Jesus himself fasted before stepping fully into his mission. And if he needed to do it, so do you. Discipline is key. A soldier does not train only when they feel like it. A warrior does not prepare only when battle is near. You must build your spiritual endurance daily. This means staying in the Word, feeding your mind with truth, rejecting distractions that pull you away from your mission. The enemy will try to lure you with temptations, with old habits, with things that weaken your spirit. Do not fall for it. Strengthen yourself every day. Discipline yourself like the warrior you were created to be. One of the most critical aspects of preparation is discernment. The closer we get to the final battle, the more deception will spread. You have already seen it. People being led astray, believing lies, falling into darkness without even realizing it. The enemy is a master of illusion, and many will be tricked into choosing the wrong side. But not you. You have been given the gift of discernment for a reason. You can see beyond the surface, beyond the distractions, beyond the lies. Trust that gift. When something does not feel right, when your spirit senses deception, listen to that warning. Do not ignore the signs God is showing you. Chosen ones, you must also guard your energy. Not everyone around you is meant to go where you are going. Some people are distractions, energy drainers, agents of chaos sent to slow you down. Pay attention to how you feel after being around certain people. If someone constantly brings confusion, drama, or negativity into your life, it is a sign. The enemy works through people just as God does. Not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. Protect yourself. Surround yourself with those who uplift your spirit, who encourage your faith, who strengthen your mission. Another crucial part of God's strategy is understanding your divine gifts. Every chosen one has been given unique abilities. Some have heightened intuition, some have healing energy, some have the power to speak truth with boldness. These gifts are not random. They are tools for battle. You must recognize your gifts, develop them, and use them for the right purpose. The enemy will try to either make you doubt your abilities or tempt you to misuse them. Do not let him. Your gifts were given to you for a reason. Honor them. Use them wisely. God also calls his warriors to be bold. This is not the time to shrink back, to stay silent, to hesitate. The enemy thrives when chosen ones remain passive, when they doubt themselves, when they hesitate to step into their calling. But you must be fearless. Speak the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. Stand firm in your beliefs, even when others reject you. Lead with confidence, even when you feel like you are standing alone. God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Purification is another part of preparation. Just as a warrior cleanses and sharpens their weapon before battle, you must cleanse your spirit. Remove toxic habits, negative thought patterns, and anything that weakens your connection to God. This is not about perfection. It is about alignment. The more purified your spirit is, the stronger your connection to divine power. The stronger your connection, the more unstoppable you become. You must also prepare for endurance. The final battle will not be won in a single moment. This is a long fight, a test of perseverance. Many will fall because they were not spiritually strong enough to endure. But you, chosen one, you are being built for endurance. Every trial you have faced was training. Every hardship was preparation. You are being made into a warrior who does not break, who does not give up, who stands firm until the very end. Chosen ones, the time for preparation is now. You can feel it, the urgency in your spirit, the shift in the atmosphere, the sense that something is coming. That is your confirmation. Do not ignore it. Do not wait until the battle is upon you to get ready. Strengthen yourself now. Build your faith now. Train your spirit now. When the moment comes, you will not have time to prepare. You must already be ready. God's strategy is clear: faith, prayer, fasting, discipline, discernment, protection, divine gifts, boldness, purification, endurance. These are your weapons. Use them, master them, walk in them daily. The final battle is near. The warriors are being positioned, the chosen ones are rising, and you, chosen one, you are being called into place. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Stand in your power, trust in God's strategy, and prepare for the victory that has already been written. The time is now. Are you ready? Chosen ones, the battle ahead is not one you are meant to fight alone. Though your journey has often been one of solitude, know this: you were never truly alone. God has been guiding you, molding you, strengthening you, but He has also been raising others like you. The chosen ones are many, and in this time, unity among us is more important than ever. The enemy's greatest weapon is division. He seeks to isolate, separate, and weaken those who carry the light. If he can keep you feeling alone, as if no one understands you, as if no one else sees the truth, then he can make you question yourself, doubt your purpose, and weaken your faith. But this is a lie. There are others like you, others who have faced the same struggles, endured the same trials, and awakened to the same divine purpose. Now, more than ever, it is time for the chosen ones to unite. There is great power in unity. When chosen ones come together, their light intensifies, their wisdom multiplies, and their spiritual strength becomes unshakable. A single flame can be extinguished, but a wildfire cannot be stopped. This is why the enemy works so hard to keep chosen ones isolated, because he knows that if they unite, his strongholds will fall. You may have noticed that in recent times, you have been drawn to certain people, sensing an unexplainable connection with those on a similar spiritual path. This is divine alignment. God is bringing His warriors together, forming a spiritual army that cannot be defeated. This is not just about individual battles. This is about a collective mission, a grand strategy in the final battle. Chosen ones are not meant to compete with each other, to envy one another, or to let pride create divisions. We are meant to uplift, to strengthen, to guide one another. The world has tried to teach us to be self-reliant, to trust no one, to fight alone. But that is not how victory is won. Even Jesus did not walk alone. He gathered disciples, those who were aligned with his mission, those who would carry on the message long after he ascended. The time has come for the chosen ones to recognize one another, to build alliances, to create strongholds of spiritual power that the enemy cannot penetrate. It is time to speak, to share wisdom, to encourage one another, to support each other through the battles that come. The enemy fears this because he knows that a divided force is weak, but a united force is unstoppable. When chosen ones come together, they amplify each other's gifts. Some are healers, some are visionaries, some are warriors, some are messengers. Alone, each gift is powerful. Together, they are unstoppable. The body of Christ is not one person. It is many, each part with a divine role. The chosen ones are no different. Some will speak, some will lead, some will protect, some will awaken others. No role is greater than another. All are necessary for the mission to succeed. This is why finding your spiritual tribe is so important. God is leading you toward those who are meant to walk this path with you. You will recognize them by their spirit, by their energy, by the way your soul feels at peace in their presence. You will not need to force connections. True alignment happens naturally. Pay attention to who God is bringing into your life. These are not coincidences. These are divine appointments. Be mindful, though, for the enemy will also try to plant imposters, those who appear to be aligned, but are truly there to disrupt and divide. Use discernment. True chosen ones will uplift your spirit, not drain it. They will strengthen your faith, not lead you into confusion. They will speak life into you, not sow seeds of doubt. Trust your intuition. Trust God's guidance, and He will lead you to those who are truly meant for your journey. Chosen ones, unity is our strength. This is not the time for ego, for division, for isolation. This is the time to connect, to build, to support one another in faith and purpose. The more we unite, the more powerful we become. And when we stand together, nothing, no force of darkness, no deception, no attack can break us. The battle is upon us, but we do not fight alone. The army of the chosen is rising, and together we will overcome. Chosen ones, you have heard the message, and you know in your spirit that it is true. This is not just another video, not just another teaching. This is your confirmation. The final battle is real, and you have been called to prepare. Every struggle, every moment of isolation, every spiritual attack you have endured has been leading you to this moment. You were never meant to live an ordinary life because you are not an ordinary soul. You are a warrior, a divine soldier, a force of light in a world that is growing darker by the day. This is your wake-up call. The time for hesitation is over. The time for doubting yourself, questioning your purpose, and playing small has passed. The world needs you. God needs you to step fully into your mission, to walk boldly in your divine power, to rise above every attack that has tried to break you. You have survived things that others would not have been able to endure, and that is because you were built for this. The enemy will continue to try to stop you, to distract you, to make you believe that you are not ready. But listen to me, you are ready. Everything you have been through has prepared you for what is coming. You were not chosen by accident. You were chosen because you have the strength, the wisdom, and the divine connection to fulfill your role in this battle. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let past failures define you. Step into your calling now. God has already given you the tools: faith, prayer, fasting, discernment, discipline. These are your weapons. Use them. Strengthen them. Let them become second nature to you, because soon they will be all that matters. The distractions of this world are temporary. The mission you have been given is eternal. Stay focused, stay vigilant. Walk in confidence, knowing that God has already secured the victory. Chosen ones, this is the time to connect with others on this path. Do not isolate yourself. Find your tribe, those who understand the journey, those who are also being prepared. Encourage one another, uplift each other, and stand together. A single warrior is powerful, but an army is unstoppable. The forces of darkness want to keep you divided, but we are stronger together. Now is the time to act. No more waiting, no more second guessing. Strengthen your spiritual foundation. Stay in the Word. Pray daily. Fast when you feel the need for clarity. Sharpen your discernment. Protect your energy. Walk boldly in your purpose. And most importantly, spread the message. Others are still asleep. Others are still searching for truth. Be the light that leads them home. If this message has spoken to your spirit, let it be known. Comment 707 below as a sign that you are awake, that you are chosen, that you are ready. Like this video, share it, and spread the word. The world needs more warriors. The chosen ones must rise. The time is now. Are you ready? Let's go.